The Avengers!
Avengers Age of Ultron is exactly the same film as the previous installment. Most of the strengths and weaknesses of the first film are present here. Some of the effects and dialogue weren't very good.
You can't escape! You will be the one escaping!
Oh wait. I did find a lack of tension and excitement in Age of Ultron, perhaps due to the lack of variety from the villains. For example, in the Avengers you have Loki, who has his own unique fighting style. Then you have his Shitari foot soldiers, the ones that fly around on the jet bikes, and then that big flying snake robot thing. In Avengers 2 you have Ultron. Lots of Ultron, but only Ultron. The Avengers also win every battle that they're involved in, which kills any sense of danger. I suppose they kind of lose one battle, but no one is hurt. A woman just makes them sad or scared, when she could have just as easily killed them. The characters get some added backstory and development, which is really good. I liked Ultron. His introduction was really creepy and interesting. Sadly, his character wasn't developed very much, which made him feel a bit like the flavour of the month. After his first scene, he turns into comic relief, making jokes everywhere, which leads me to not take him very seriously. Honestly, I expected him to turn into Jack Sparrow at any moment.
Not sure I deserve that.
It was also weird for me that he had moving metal lips. Some people might have liked it, but it didn't work for me. Compare the movie version with the comic book version. At one point we're told Ultron is trying to get his hands on nuclear launch codes, but we never see him doing it, and then we're told not to worry about it, as if it's not a concern. This also brings up the question as to why he never built his own nuclear weapons. Considering everything else he creates, he clearly has the time, knowledge and resources to do so. There's a romance subplot that comes out of nowhere. I've only seen a few of the other Marvel movies, so I'm going to presume the build-up is in another film, but even so it felt forced and it didn't really go anywhere. We don't really get to see them interact with each other, and then they're talking about running away together. Can the Hulk control himself or not? In the first film he goes after Black Widow and wants to rip her arms and legs off. But later he can somehow control his rage and fight as part of the team. The same happens in Age of Ultron. It doesn't make any sense. Can he control his rage or can't he? Or do they just make it up as they go along? Someone please give me the answer. Quite a lot of scenes felt like little parts had been cut out, and it was quite noticeable, making it a bit disjointed. Some individual parts were really good, but collectively the film's a bit crowded with too many subplots and characters jumping in and out of scenes and setting up for future films. The special effects were really good, especially some of the Hulk and Iron Man parts. As long as you don't watch this for the story, I think you'll have a great time. But if you're not a big Marvel fan, I don't think you're missing out on anything if you skip it.
Well, you amazingly failed.